Welcome to question 3 on the Junior Cycle Graphics sample paper. So part A, shown below on the left are a number of objects. So we've got our objects here. The design of each of these objects is based on a geometric solid. So we've got our dice with a cube, we've got our soy milk, which is a cuboid, we've got our tin of beans, which is a cylinder, just some wrapped gift in the shape of a pyramid, and we've got our Toblerone, which is our triangular prism. These geometric solids are also shown. So given. Match the geometric solid shown below on the left with its correct development on the right. The first one has been completed for you. So we've got our dice, which is a cube, and it's matched with the development of our cube. So here we have our rectangular solid, or our cuboid, which is the top surface is a square and the bottom surface is a square, and I have 4 rectangles running around the outside. So looking down, it's not. These ones are triangles. We've got a circle, that's no good. So here's our square, and our 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles. So nice and clear there. I'm going to use a colour for each one of these. I'll use green because that is a green shape. Just making life a little bit easier for the examiner. Okay, next up we have our cylinder. So the cylinder development should be a circle and a base circle, and then if we were to fold out the curved surface area, that will be rectangle in shape. So down along there's only one with circles on it, and that's this one here, and you can see our rectangle curved out. So there we have it. Next up we have our pyramid. So square base pyramid, so square for the base, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles running on the outside. So we've got a triangle here, but those are rectangles, and here's our square base pyramid, and 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. So alright, and lastly we have our triangular prism. It's the last one left, but just to go through it, a triangle on one side and the other side, and then a rectangle on 1, 2, 3 sides total. So here we have that. Okay, on to part B. So shown is the plan and elevation of a design of a perfume bottle. So our plan and our elevation. The design is based on a square base pyramid and a cube. So we have a square base pyramid, but it's been truncated or cut off, and then a cube on the top. So there's some key dimensions or key proportions that we are seeing here. In the space below, draw a freehand pictorial sketch of the perfume bottle, and we also need to remember to colour or shade to complete this sketch. So looking at the proportions here, I have my cube, right, the side and the length of each side or each edge. We've got 1, I suppose that's 2. It's a little over the whole the whole pyramid is probably 2.5 times the size of the rectangle or the cube. So I'm going to draw a pyramid first of all. So here's my square base. Okay, and I'm going to find the center of that, approximately here, and just looking at the side. Okay, the length of each side is going to be about the same length or same distance for that edge. So that distance from there to there is just a little bit more than what I've got there. So that distance will kind of be what I'm basing it off of. So I'm going up 1, unit, 2 units and a half unit. So that's going to be the top or the apex of my pyramid. I'll just draw that lightly for now. Okay. Now comes my, I suppose, side of the top there, the cube. So I'm coming down about a unit again, come out to the side. So it's going to be about here. Yeah, happy with that. So that'll be the base of that cube. Let's extend up so that it's the same side, same length. Just being patient here, taking your time. Don't rush these. Don't rush these freehand sketch drawings. Okay, it's all about getting proportions right. It's easy to get the first couple of marks, but difficult to get the last few. So now I've got my outline done, I'll go over it heavy. So there's my cube on the top. Parallel lines. 1, 2, 3 sets parallel, 1, 2, 3 parallel, 1, 2, 3 vertically parallel lines. And then I've got my edges of the pyramid. And then parallel lines again for the base. Parallel there also. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good, and should get most of the marks for that, if not all of the marks. So now I just need to remember to shade it. So color it or shade it. You can use, I'm going to use the colors that are provided, but you can use. So here I've added some color and shade. Okay, kind of the dark side and a lighter side, and then the top catching most light, if you want to imagine. But you could do it whatever way you find suitable.